Fatma Zahra Private School, 2019-2020, English Language, Grade 12. Teacher Fahad Al-Hashimi. Reading comprehension. Reading task is one of the important questions in your final exam, and time plays a great role in it, depending on the student level and ability. In this lesson, I will try to explain the main tips to do, which might make the questions easier for most students. Tips and strategies to answer a reading test. First, you have to know how many passages are there in an exam and how many questions for each text, so that you can manage your time and do not waste any second. In a diploma exam, there are normally 4 passages. And now, if we divide our time for all 4 passages, let's say 15 minutes for each passage, it will take almost 1 hour. But don't forget, some passages might be shorter, so you should plan to redivide your time according to the length of each text. How to start your answer? When you start with your first passage, never read the text from the beginning till the end. Don't read the text from the beginning till the end, because you will not be able to remember a lot of details and information. So, when later you read the question, you will have to go back and reread again, which will waste your time. So, never read the text from the beginning till the end. So, what is the best way to do the task, which will make it easier for you? Firstly, skim the passage. Skim the passage. What does that mean? Skimming the passage means to read the surface of the text quickly to understand the main topic of the message of the text. Read the first sentence of each paragraph to understand what's the main idea of the text. For example, now I am showing you 2 paragraphs. I didn't write the whole paragraph, but only the main sentence of each paragraph, and which are shown in the red color. The first sentence of passage number 1 says, tourism has become one of the main source income in Oman. And the second sentence was, tourism can create different kinds of jobs. Now, read the first sentence again and try to understand or get the main topic of our idea of each paragraph. Note, these 2 main sentences might be the answers of some questions in your task. After reading these 2 sentences, what do you think the main topic of these 2 paragraphs are? To conclude, it could be tourism in Oman, or it could be about the benefits of tourism in Oman. So, when you read the first 2 sentences, you have to understand the meaning and you will get the main idea of each text. And here in our example, we said after reading the 2 sentences, the conclusion is about either it could be the tourism in Oman, or it could be about the benefit of tourism in Oman. In this way, dear student, you will be able to reach a conclusion about the main message of the whole text. Don't forget, It's just a fast reading that should not take a long of time. Now, you have to answer the question given about each text. It's very important to read the question before reading the whole text. It will help you to read for specific information, the information that I requested in the question. Note that usually most of the words in the questions are nearly similar to the words in the sentence that carry the answer. So, first, you have to read the question and then information. When you read the question carefully, you should underline the keywords. It will help you. Any keywords, when you say keywords, it means the main words or the important words in the question. There are not more than one or two words that will help you to identify the answer. Now you go to the text and start reading. You already have the keywords and you know what you are looking for, which will make finding the answer easier for you. Dear student, don't forget that the keywords might not always be the same, but sometimes replaced by synonyms. What do you mean by synonyms? Synonyms mean words that have the same meaning. For example, if we have the words look for in the question. In the text you will find, for example, the word search, and it's a synonym. Look for means search. So in this way you will be able to find the correct answer. Now let's practice with an example of one paragraph and try to answer the question. As we said, this is a text or a paragraph and it's wrong. It will not help you to read it from the beginning until the end, because we said that when you read the text from the beginning until the end and then you go to your question, you already have forgotten a lot of details. So, the right thing to do is to read the question, underline the keywords or the main words, then go back to your text. Now here, question number 1 says, at what time did the depot explode? At what time? When we read the word at what time, which is in red color, it means that you have to look for an adverb of time or for a sentence or words that shows the time in the text. When I go back to my text and I start to read for the first sentence, I will find my answer, and it says, which is in the red color too, the sun was just coming up. The sun was just coming up. What does it mean? The sun was just coming up. When do the sun come up? We all know that the sun always comes up in the morning or in the early morning. So this would be the answer of question 1. When we start to answer, it will be in the early morning or in the morning. In the early morning or in the morning. You see, it was very easy to find the answer for our question because we underlined the keywords. Now let's go to question number 2. Where was the writer when this happened? The question was where is asking about a place, We underline the keyword where and the keyword writer. So the keyword where, which is in a violet color, means that we have to look for a place. When we go back to our text, we will find our answer in the second line. because he says, I was just finishing my night duty. My night duty, which means that he was at his night duty. And the answer is in the violet color too. So the answer of question number 2 will be at his night duty. At his night duty. In this way, if you follow the same steps with the other question, you will find that it's easy to find our answer for each text. Note that sometimes some questions are not that clear, which means that you will not find the answer. The keyword will not help you. And this depends on the level of student or how good they are at in English. But if you follow the whole steps, you will be able to answer a lot of questions by finding the correct answers in your text. Finally, dear students, I hope that I could have been helpful in making you able to do a reading task. I wish that you practice a lot while you have still a lot of time before the final exam. And you will find a lot of examples and tests on your internet or even in your textbook. With my best wishes, teacher Fahad